So today I am in the woods, as you can see, and I am searching for branches because I'm going to source them, just fallen branches that are no longer being used on the forest floor, and I'm going to turn them into jewelry branch holders so I can hang them on my wall and display the jewelry I'm working on. And also I'm probably going to be just displaying like my own jewelry that I wear day to day. I'm in the middle of unpacking and also working on what I want my home workshop slash studio to look like, and I saw this idea online and I just absolutely loved it. It's just a really cute DIY idea and it's so cheap, so affordable. You're sourcing something that is naturally made in nature, that is no longer being used by nature. So, you know, there's no waste. In fact, you're using what nature has provided us, and it's just gonna look so good. Like I hope. We'll see. I'm definitely like not arts and crafts girl, but I'm trying to be. For now, I'm gonna go gather some branches. I'm totally getting distracted because I want to show you guys something, and I still have not really found even one good branch yet. But it's okay because this is here. So I found this the other day. I came across this little creek, river, whatever you want to call it, when I was exploring the property, and I was so excited because I just love running water. There's just something about it that is so relaxing to my soul. It's probably because I'm a Scorpio. It's that water sign energy. I can see my house from here and I get to come down here whenever I want. I'm just so thankful for that. Okay, so here are the supplies that you're going to want. Your branch, of course, hooks, screws. What are these called? I don't even know what they're called. I don't know. I just got them at the local hardware shop. I wish I would have found some reused ones, but I could not. And then obviously some twine. Again, you can hang this up and hook these however you want. You don't have to use these. I'm just using this as an example. Scissors to cut the twine. As you can see, this is pretty much dry. It's been days since I found it in the woods. And when I found it, it was basically completely saturated with water and most of the bark was already peeled off naturally. So I didn't really have to peel off much. I didn't really get to show that process. There are some other sticks that I have that I'm gonna have to peel the bark off, and I have not done that yet. So yeah, sorry, I can't give a better explanation for that, but I would just use a knife or get it really wet and just try to peel the bark off if that's the look you want. So let's get started. I've never done this before. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's find out together. Okay, so I am here with my carpenter boyfriend. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
This is very convenient because he's going to show me how you're actually supposed to
Debark.
Thank you. See? Because I was really lucky I didn't have to debark the other branch because it was just already saturated. So here's what you do from a real carpenter in this scenario.
Where you see raw wood, it's going to be lighter in color. This is called underbark. This is where it's more moist and it's just below what is the actual bark, which is this. So now I already have bark pulled up, as you can see. If I wanted to go ahead, I could run this as far as I could possibly do the same maneuver, which is slide in, lift up the tail end of the knife, slide in, lift up the tail of the knife, until that rain of bark is not done. You find a new end of the bark, so you get under that one. Slide in, you lift up, slide in, you lift up, slide in, you lift up. And then when you come to this point where you can't find a new piece of bark that you want to go under, you have an edge. This edge of bark, which is probably horrible to see against this.
Yeah, do you like our workstation? This is terrible. He like actually has a shed. I don't know why we're doing it out here.
When you have an edge like this, you can easily creep your knife. Look at that. I just pushed my knife through that, and now I have a new section of bark to work from.
Don't try this at home. Even though this is a DIY, teaching you how to do this.
You either ride it into it or get under it.
Ooh, look at that.
There you go.
Hold on. Yes.
Keep going.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that all the way to the end.
What would be your tips and tricks for people who have none of these tools?
You now have to take this branch and dry it for the minimum, depending on what kind of wood it is, a minimum of 3 months.
Oh, well then that's not happening. Guys, you gotta get yourself some knives. So now we're on to the sandpaper part. And Chris's advice is to get lowest number and highest course of sandpaper if you are able to. So here's what the other branch ended up looking like, hung up. Again, I did not put the hooks in it yet, but I'm going to, and I think that's where I'm going to hold all of my earrings for conjure jewelry. And then of course I'm hanging this in my studio / music / spare room, which is not finished yet. And here is the other one. So I really just like how these two pieces kind of tie in together in this room. Obviously the space is not finished yet, but once it is, I hope to make a little workshop / home studio video tour. In the meantime, I hope you can get outside, get some fresh air, go to the woods, the forest, a park, somewhere, and source some fallen tree branches to make into your own beautiful wall decor. Whether you want to make a jewelry hanger like this one or the one I just showed, which is just free floating, free hanging, whatever. I even hung up a big tree limb and strung some fairy lights on it and put that over top of my bed in my bedroom, which I showed in a previous video. So again, there's just so many different creative things you can do with these beautiful gifts that nature gives us, and they're right there waiting to be used. It's affordable, it's sustainable, it's beautiful, it's just go do it. What are you still doing here? Why are you still watching this? Again, I hope this inspires you, and I will see you in the next video. In an effort to keep the content of Conjure Jewelry as original and homegrown as possible, some of my amazing artist friends lent their talents on this endeavor. The logo was hand-drawn by a visual artist, most of the background music you will hear in these videos was written and recorded by musicians, and all of these artists' links are in the description, so please check them out. Thank you so much for watching.